welcome back. Another season of draft. It's been pretty tumultuous already, but let's get into round one highlights. We're going to start with team pick highlights here. First game we've got is pick versus Antag. It was Battle of the Captains this week, as we always do. First round and last round, so not a great lead for pick here. Medicham's not without a defence against Mandibuzz, but as you can see there, already one failed swap on the move. Just building up some more energy now, and we'll try to sack again and failed again. Might be a bit of move desync going on there, but yeah, obviously not timing it very well. Throwing the Ice Punch here. This will definitely get a shield if he wants to keep that Mandibuzz alive and win switch. So he's now going into G-Fisk and a bit of lag, or stutter lag probably more than anything, and Azu on the switch. So it's a nasty counter in the lead and a nasty counter on the swap, but with a bit of finesse, these matchups can be turned. So they're not what I would call super hard counters, but they're definitely hard counters, definitely counters. Correctly shields up the Hydro there, which is really good. Be able to get another Earthquake off here and chip down this Azu. Now the Azu's building up a fair amount of energy now. 2 bubbles, 3 bubbles, 4. Rock Slide going through now. So he's just about at the Ice Beam. If that's what he's running. Swapping now 5, 6, and looks like he's got to 7 there. So he's got the Hydro Pump and he's swapped out into Venusaur. But because it was a slow swap and he was banking the Hydro, gives a Licky Tongue a perfect opportunity here to win this matchup. Frenzy Plant's going to hit pretty hard, but Licky is a big boy, and Body Slam going through here. This will just about KO the Veno. Might be a lick in it at the end here, and there is. So it's good. I think the Mandibuzz has also got energy, so let's see what happens there. Mandibuzz comes in and throws straight away, which is really good. And with that energy gone, I can go into the Stunfisk here, and pretty much works to plan here. This will be Hydro. The Azu's now energy dry, can come in with the Medicham, counter down, and throw the Ice Punch at the Mandy to get the win. So it's not always about winning lead. It's about managing energy, and this one I was fortunate enough to work out a bit of a plan, and it ended up going my way. All right, next match. We've got Ryan having his first season from Lonnie, playing with Team Pick here. And look, to be honest, it's a pleasure to have him, and seeing some of his PvP skills, it's good to have him on the team. So good lead for him here against Mr. Smithy, who's throwing power-up punches and not even building up to foul play. But obviously both moves resisted by the golden egg, and he's in a good position here already. He's swapped out there. He's gone into Air/Tropius on the Ice Beam here. So that's not amazing. And he'll now go into Talonflame, and I imagine just Incinerate down. All these moves, Aerial Ace, is it? Yeah, Aerial Ace is just a terrible move all round. So he can Incinerate down here. He can definitely pressure that last shield. Azu comes back in. He's throwing the Flame Charge here. Obviously thinks that he can get to another move now, and he might be able to, depending on what the Azu wants to do. So he's decided just going all out with the Flame Charges. Just chipping away the Azu. But the Azu's getting a lot of farm here, so probably not the best play. But he's maintained some good alignment here, and the Shiftry just generates energy so quickly. Not to mention he's got 2 shields, and Shiftry with shield advantage is absolutely deadly. But very well played by Mr. Smithy there. This will be a power-up punch, but that's going to be super effective. Swaps back into the Azu now, and he does have energy on the Shiftry, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays. He's just throwing power-up punches, and I mean, that's all he can probably do at this stage, is chip this Azu down as far as he can and maybe farm up some energy. But the Azu's going to get the energy here. He doesn't need to shield this. Oh, but he's deciding to. Still wouldn't have KO'd, but it will allow him to farm down and put pressure on the other Azu to throw its energy here. Throws the Hydro, So, and he's got a move, obviously, on the leaf blade on the shift tree. So he gets the shield there. He's waiting for him to throw, but Mr. Smithy's being smart here and not throwing. So he's just jumping out and sniping him. But yeah, good game that one, and well played, Ryan. He did pretty well in his first round of matches. I think he went 4-2. All right, now we're looking at Dus here playing against Ash. And by the looks of it, I would say this is Commander Cup. Good lead for Dus. And hard, and that's what we define as a hard counter on the swap there. I'm not sure what he's going to have in the back, but it's not looking good for Ash at all here. He should be able to just nail down from this point. So he'll look to do that. And he's going to have a lot of energy for the next matchup. So let's see what comes in. He's gone into Toxicroak, and he's throwing the Dark Pulse here. Obviously resisted. But as you can see, the Croak can pretty much only take 2 Dark Pulses. But Ash gets a bit of counter energy there. He's getting absolutely deleted by these confusions. And yeah, it's pretty much a hard counter lineup all round. Not much Ash can do here. Dus is staying in to throw the Rock Slide and grab that shield. But yeah, it's all over. And yeah, Ash, unfortunately, when you get hard counter like this, it's a real tough position to be in, and he's doing all he can here. Managed to get rid of the Gothitelle there, but this Ninetales is just going to come in and just basically throw snowballs at it till it falls out of the sky, and that's going to be the end of that. So GG's there. Oh no, we've still got the Toxicroak, but yeah, he can just powder snow that down. All right, so this season we've got Cactus in charge of his team. So let's have a look at some of his highlights. First game, another battle of the captains here. These guys, what are they playing in? Dragonites, Master League? Let's have a look at the CPs. Yeah, so they're playing Master League here, and Dragonite Mirror, no one really likes that, given that a Dragon Breath or 2 can decide it, and Lag can pretty much, and it looks like they're both, that's terrible. It looks like stutter lag, I'm not sure. Their health's staying about the same. But yeah, at this stage, you couldn't count on anything. I mean, Cactus, with his higher CP, should be able to farm this down, but he's not taking any chances with lag, which is a bit sad, and Antag's just let it go there. He comes in with the Snorlax and gets a little bit of energy. Tricky situation to be in here, because he's actually got an energy lead on the Shadow Snorlax. What's he going to decide to do here? He's got enough for superpower, and when he's thrown it, probably not the best play. Now he's gone into Metagross, and what's his goal here? To try and counter down. Not a good situation to be in here. Probably went a bit early there. Maybe build up to 2 superpowers and just throw them back to back might be the better play, but his Metagross is so low now, and Cactus has rubbed salt into the wound. He's caught a medium Ash here, I'd say. Has. So at this stage, Cactus can basically farm it the whole way down. He'll just shield here, and yeah, just farm it down. He'll have 2 medium Ashes waiting for the opposing Snorlax. That's energy dry, and that'll be the end of that. So that's coming through now, and yeah, won't KO. The medium Ash won't KO, but he's also got energy on his Snorlax, so he'll just throw 2 medium Ashes here. Switch timer might even be up now, so he might just go straight into his Snorlax and throw that superpower or body slam or whatever he's got, and that will be enough. So well played there. And mirror teams, it's always tricky playing the mirrors, but yeah, the Shadow and perhaps throwing that superpower a bit early was the difference. All right, so next game we've got Theta, who has stepped down from captain, but still a very valuable player, and he's playing with Cactus this season, and playing Lloyd, who's had a pretty amazing start to the season. I think he went 5-1, but this game here, bad lead for Lloyd, but Theta's opting to stay in here, and Deoxys is a little bit of a tricky matchup. Let's see, it's running Rock Slide, so he's opting to stay in. He's throwing the Hydro here, so let's see what Lloyd decides to do. He's let that one go. He's opting to stay in with the Azu here, so must have a reason for doing so. I would have, to be honest, Meganium and the Umbreon have a pretty close matchup anyway, so I don't think that's going to matter too much, and he should win this matchup here, so he will maintain control of Switch, and that's all he needs to do. So, and it's a Ninetales. What's he going to do here? Well, he's going to bluff here, and he's going to throw the Ice Beam. Lloyd obviously knows he has the Hydro, and he's at the Hydro, and so, yeah, he gets the shield there, which is great, and he's just going to let the Azu go down, and probably come in with Skarm, obviously resisting the Charms. So, yeah, very good matchup for Skarm, this one. Weather Balls are neutral, but, yeah, the fact that it's resisting the Charm and Sky Attack's neutral is pretty good. So, he's going to stay in here, catches the move perfectly, and this is the matchup we were talking about before, Meganium and Umbreon. It's battle of the beefcakes here, really. Both of them are very, very defense weighted, but Frenzy Plant's a very broken move. So despite that low attack stat, Meganium with Frenzy Plant should win out here. These foul plays, as you can say. So you don't do quite as much as the Frenzy. Another one coming through, shielding here. It's really in Theta's control here. Lloyd's going to have to pull something out, otherwise he's going to lose this one. So I imagine he'll shield here. Let's see, is he going to try and catch or switch out? Or yeah, he's switching out here, and Theta was smart enough to gather a little bit of extra energy there, so should win this one comfortably. He should be able to farm this down. It's going to leave him in an awkward kind of range, and Lloyd might even be able to snarl down. We'll just have to check. It's going to be very close anyway, but yeah, if they take each other out, that's probably ideal. Now they both come back in and gets to the Frenzy. One snarl before the Umbreon could get to its move, and tight game there. Alright, so sticking with Team Cactus here, we've got Chipsy playing against us. Horrible lead here for Chipsy. So let's see what he can do from here. Swaps on the move, catches it, but it's a weird catch though, because Moonblast's super effective against the Mandibuzz, but Dus is staying in here with the Cresselia. Surely he's got an answer for a Mandibuzz. Maybe he doesn't. And yeah, it's definitely a weakened Mandibuzz too, so just makes you wonder what Dus is running in the back here. Obviously, this league here, this is actually Ultra League, so that Mandibuzz is packing. That must be a, 2400 CP Mandibuzz. Pretty close to it anyway. But Chipsy's let it go through, and now he's coming back in. Dus has swapped, and he's gone into his Gyarados, so he's been quite aggressive there. And look, don't mind that swap at all. Probably reading that there might be a Machamp in the back, and but this Altaria is putting in a bit of work, and Gyarados is a little bit fragile here. So, yeah, definitely getting that shield pressure on. And Aquatails even Crunches aren't going to do that much damage to Altaria. As you can see there, Crunch isn't. So he'll be able to whittle this down and gets to another move. So let's see how Dus decides to play this one. Is this going to get the shield? No, he's let that go. All right. Gee, tough matchup from here. What's he going to do? He's going to come back in, and he's going to Psycho Cut down. Now he's got to move for the Machamp here. But yeah, I can't help but feel Machamp now with 2 shields is probably going to be too much for this Cresselia. It basically has to shield everything, even though that move's resisted. Machamp's just such a bully, Shadow Machamp, and it's Obstagoon in the back, so that's just crazy. Yeah, difficult position for Dus there. Wondering maybe he should have brought, once he'd weakened the Mandibuzz, that would have been the play maybe. Once he'd thrown the Moonblast on the Mandibuzz, perhaps he should have brought in the Obstagoon. Obviously the Obstagoon does take super effective from the Aerial Aces, but that's a pretty bad move. Anyway, well played by Chipsy there. Now we're going into Team Antag highlights. He's got his usual team lined up, as he had a pretty successful first campaign, and he's got himself a really decent lead against Cactus here in Master League. Cactus goes straight into Snorlax. He'll be pretty comfortable here. Let's see what he's deciding to do. He's going to stay in, and look, that's pretty reasonable. I mean, he could go into his own Snorlax, but the threat of superpower is not amazing. And he's also got, if he can maintain switch here, he's got his Snorlax for that Giratina. So I reckon that's probably the way to go, and I think he's playing it really well here. All he has to do is, maintain switch, which he has there, and this is perfect for him. he'll probably want to maintain alignment. So the Giratina comes in here. Sorry, not the Giratina, the Metagross comes in here, and he's just looking at his Snorlax and licking his lips, knowing that Snorlax will hard counter the Giratina in the back. So all he's got to do is maintain alignment, and the way to do that with the switch timers being up is to make sure he goes down here. So he's doing that now, and he'll be able to come in with his own Metagross here. And look, to be honest, he can probably just wear this move, no problem. Cactus is probably a little bit worried, and he should be. So that's the end of that one. Yeah, we'll see if he's got Dragon Pulse here. Nah, he doesn't. And at this stage, if you're Cactus, you basically got to start throwing Ominous Winds and hope for the boost. But it's already probably too late. He'd need a double boost. But yeah, you can see he's definitely going for it. But yeah, this Snorlax is well and truly in control. Although it can't do much with its charge moves, the lick damage is just too much. He's probably actually better off just leaving the body slams and not throwing them. So he swapped back in there. He's gone with a superpower. Body slam probably would have been enough anyway, but superpower is a good move, and he can just swap out, and he's done that perfectly. Swapped out, sacked. Now he's back in, and he's not debuffed anymore, and yeah, we just got to watch this in slow motion. I did speed this one up a little bit more because I thought it would take a bit of time, but well played there. Snorlax, such a hard wall to our mate Gira Origin. Alright, so now we're into another match here, and we've got Ash and Chipsy going at it. Simultaneous swap there, I think. I'm not sure if they're both trying to catch the Dragon Claws, but it hasn't worked out that well for Ash. Throwing Meteor Mash there, and these body slams are resisted, so let's see if he decides to shield here. No, he's not shielding, and nor should he. He'll be able to pressure. Shouldn't shield this one either. He'll be able to pressure with another Meteor Mash, and it'll be interesting to see if Chipsy actually decides to shield, or whether he would take the moves. Alright, so yeah, he is going to shield, and he'll probably look to lick down now. So he'll have switch, and he'll have a little bit of energy, but that's well done by Ash there, having the move on the Dragonite. So basically a wasted shield from Chipsy there, and now he's got to on another move here. So yeah, very aggressive heads up play from Ash here, and it's providing some great dividends. He'll have to shield here though, but I imagine he would. Oh no, he's brought the Metagross in. So yeah, and now he's going with another Dragon Claw on the Snorlax, and does a little bit of damage, but not really a great deal. He can lick down, and Gyarados is just too fragile here. Oh, and it's Waterfall Gyarados. Nah, game over. He'll only get to one move, if that. He'll be able to get to 2 body slams here, and this would do the Gyarados in. Lick damage plus the body slams. Another one coming through now, and then he'll be able to lick it down from there. Look, reasonably tight, but unfortunately it's that waterfall damage just... Oh, he hasn't even thrown there. Yeah, the waterfall damage is just slow with energy generation. Anyway, now we're moving into the next match, and this is from Chef's perspective. It looks like we're in Open Great League here, and he's playing against Ryan. So Ryan, horrible lead, absolutely horrible, but he's swapped on the rock slide there perfectly. So well played there. He's gone into Azu, but this looks like it's hard counter city here. Galvantula, get the discharge off here. It's not looking amazing at all, unfortunately. He's let that one go. He can then get the Volt Switch and farm down. And I'll tell you what, Galvantula is an absolute beast. So he's now throwing a lunge. Doesn't do much, so I can't imagine Ryan to shield this, and he doesn't. Attack's fallen though, so it does make it quite difficult here. I mean... what's Chef going to do here? Fire Punch goes through, and he's going to be able to get to another lunge here. So, yeah, look, not looking amazing. And as we know, he has... Oh, attack's fallen again. He's going to throw the Fire Punch, so even worse that it was CMP there. He'll be able to come back in with Azu here and farm down if he stays in. He's farming up some energy and swapping out, and now he's gone into his own Galvantula. So definitely some good energy management heads up play here, and he's thrown the lunge bait, which is terrific. But the stunfist's back in now, and from here, I can't see a way that he can win from here. So that's the end of the Galvantula, and obviously Diggers comes back in. This will be an earthquake. He'll only get to one move, so yeah, be very easy to just throw the rock slide here and it's game over. He might even mud shot down if he wanted to. So well played. Alignment played a big key role in that, but you've still got to be able to back it up. So now we get into the results. So after week one, Team Pix holding a slender 1 point lead from Team Antag, and 1 point further back's Team Cactus. So dead even at the moment. Let's see how we go this next week. See you then.